Welcome to Heartland Presents Let's Talk Tanning, the podcast dedicated to educating, motivating, and inspiring UV and sunless businesses. I'm your host, Kristen Jackson, and I'm thrilled to bring you insights from industry experts, the latest trends, and valuable information to help you grow and succeed in the tanning industry. Whether you're tuning in during your morning commute, while working in the salon, or relaxing at home, we're here to support you on your journey. Now, grab your coffee and let's talk tanning. Welcome back to our first video episode of Let's Talk Tanning from Heartland Presents. I am here with Makayla and Gracie. Say hello.
Hello, everybody. I didn't know we were the first video.
Yeah, first video.
What an honor.
Yeah, we've been doing audio podcast for over a year now, and this is our first video.
Well, this is fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Now, podcast as well, correct?
Sort of, yeah. We're like really trying to get in there. But we think it's so much fun. So we're like trying to kind of get it out there and like just do like shorter like clips and videos. So, because we do like webinar trainings, but they're like, an hour or so long. So we're trying to do like shorter, kind of like more fun, casual setting vibes.
Where can people find these videos?
The webinar trainings or the podcast ones?
Both.
Okay, so the webinar ones, we usually go on our platform, and we send those registration links out to you guys so that you guys can send them to people. We also post them on our socials when we are having them, and then they get posted onto Devoted On Demand so that you can like go back and rewatch them if you didn't get to unfortunately make it live. And then with the podcast ones, they go live on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And then they like automatically upload to our Facebook, to our YouTube, and then we're going to have a different tab on Devoted On Demand where those upload to. So
Awesome.
They're going to be like kind of everywhere.
So lots of places that you guys can see them.
Yes.
And I love your little pink mics that you guys use. Those are so cute.
It's so fun. We're really trying to make it official, like
Yeah.
Makayla said, and I think even with those like short snippets, I think if you kind of like manifest it, eventually it will become,
Yeah.
what we want it to be. So.
I love doing it. I like talking now. I'm like, give me a mic and I'm like good to go.
Well, that's good because some people are not that way at all. So we have you guys here today for 2026 product training, which is super exciting. So do you have a front runner product that's your favorite so far?
Ooh,
Or that you think is going to be like the product of the year?
It's so funny because I always am like, I don't have a favorite, but there's always one like I grab more than others. I think I'm still like stuck on Hard Feelings from mid-season launch.
I mean, it did really well.
And I'm on the road a lot. So like when I know I'm going to be on the road for like 3-4 days at a time, like I'm not going to be able to tan. I have to use the darkest bronzer I've got. So I'm like a Vault Hard Feelings. Like I'm still stuck on those. But I have been grabbing like Bottomless Glow a lot. Socialite. It really just depends on the day. But I'm like a DHA bronzer girl. So that kind of thing is like my jam for sure.
Absolutely. No, I definitely think I've definitely been pulling Socialite the most. I was never really into the whole like bronzer cake, even when I did work in a salon, until I started working at Devoted, which was crazy. Everyone thought I was nuts coming in and not wanting to like really like initially grab those more like DHA natural bronzers. So that's become a new favorite for me. And then I also have really, really been loving White to Bronze Wave because of all that skincare and kind of some of those little special elements that we have. It's just like a product that I feel like there's nothing else like it. So I have been reaching for it.
Yeah.
Well, both of you have amazing color.
Thank you.
So you are new to Devoted. So this might be the first time that our customers have got to meet you. So tell us a little bit about your background. Like, were you in the tanning industry previously?
Yes. So I worked at a like local chain salon in Florida for a little over a year's time. That was the only initial tanning experience that I had prior to Devoted. But I have always been super, super into tanning, into skincare. We actually exclusively sold Devoted Creations at the salon that I worked at. And me kind of being a skincare junkie, I just like dove headfirst. I was always the one looking through like the binder of fact sheets and like winning all the sales competitions because I just like absolutely dove headfirst into like loving those products and using them myself. So I definitely learned a lot in that shorter period of time, and obviously being around Makayla and Alex and all of the girls who have a little bit more of that in-depth experience, I feel like I've already learned so much in the past few months. So it's been really awesome to just kind of have the experts, and then obviously I have like the interest in it. So it's a good combo.
We're happy to have her.
So,
very
what's
fun.
it like being the only brunette?
So fun fact, I
New
was
brunette.
the only brunette for a very short period of time, and then we actually just had a new social media manager come in. We absolutely love her, but she's also a brunette, so we're now like even coded. When you see all of us on like our little lineups, it's gonna be like
I
2
know.
brunettes and 2 blondes.
We said the other day, I was like, we're starting to be outnumbered over here.
But at first I was like, wow, a special like intro to this.
It's so funny because everybody says that they're like, it's all the blondes.
Yes. And then Lewis. Well, he's blonde too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have some brunette representation now. I
Yeah,
love it. I love
we
to see
do.
it.
We're splitting the group up.
So I know internally we're getting ready for the holidays and, we've got all kinds of things coming, but what advice would you give to salons prepping for holiday season?
I would definitely take into consideration like a lot of bundles this year. I think one thing that we try to do over at Devoted is when we come out with like tan extenders that match already kind of like existing like tanning lotions, we will come out with tan extender really nice like complementing fragrance. So I would definitely like take that into consideration just with bundles, because especially with like our new refreshers and stuff that we came out with last year, and of course we've to them this year, it gives salons the ability to have like, multiple products that they can put on their counter. And I train for my job, so I'm always on the road going to different salons, kind of seeing, what they have on their shelves, what they put on their counter, and how they kind of in-salon customers, if that makes sense. And I think that's one thing I really advocate for in a salon is put a bundle on the counter, because it's some sort of reaction as humans we have is like pick something up and like touch it if it's like in front of us like that.
Yeah.
I've heard they call it like the possession.
Yes.
Like,
you already feel like it's yours and then you don't want to give it away.
It's exactly that. And I always say, when it's on the counter, it's in front of them. They want to be able to see it. And they may not have asked about it if it was behind you on a shelf.
Yeah.
So it definitely, especially with those bundles, I really encourage them to kind of, especially because with tan extenders and the refreshers, anybody can use those.
Yes.
So even if, you buy them in a bundle and then you want to gift them to somebody, they don't have to necessarily be a tanner. They can just be somebody that loves skincare and loves all that kind of good stuff.
Well, and with Devoted, everybody knows fan of your facial skin care products.
Me too.
Oh my gosh.
There's not a day there's
I
not
just
one.
ran out. I have to buy some
Which
more.
one? All of them?
Honey, I always say it wrong.
Honey
Gleam
Gleam
cream.
I know,
always
it's
say
like a play on
honey
words.
beam cream.
Well,
Anyway,
you were at Halo Beam Cream.
yeah.
So
I get
Same
I'm
thing.
confused. But yeah, that's my all-time favorite, and I just ran out, so I have to buy more.
Bomb girl. Well, I was honey.
I haven't tried that one yet.
It's so I actually mix honey and
I do
beach
the same
bronzing
thing
balm.
too. I was about to say,
Yeah.
my perfect makeup base.
Yes,
or
'cause, like,
every day.
I don't wear makeup to like work generally, so if I
Yeah.
want like a little bit of color, obviously they both are cosmetically colored, and then beach bronzing balm has DHA, so like, and then I get like I take it off and I'm like, oh, I'm still tan.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to add that to the menu
Yeah.
now, definitely.
Even when I wear makeup, it's literally not a day. I think we bottled it last year. I've probably gone through like 8. And I have like one in my counter at home, one in my travel bag, and then one in my desk at work. Because I'm gonna leave one somewhere.
Add to cart. Okay.
That's a card.
Done. No, but the thing with Devoted that I love is you've got those, and then
Mhm.
you've got tanning lotions, and
Yeah.
then you've got the moisturizers, and then now the refresh. Like, you can build an entire regimen.
Right.
And, that bundling, I think, is such a great idea
Yeah.
because, you're not just filling one need, you're filling all the needs.
Right. And that's, when we encourage salons to bundle too, because of that. And then people also need things for every part of, right? Like you need a body lotion, then you need a facial tanning lotion, and then you need, and then your extended aftercare. So it's like easier for a customer to kind of see it all in one if you like bundle it. I think it just makes it a little bit more cohesive. I mean, even when I'm Christmas shopping and I see a bundle at like a makeup store, I'm like, oh, the lip liner and the lipstick and the lip gloss, sure.
Yeah.
Like I know I
really
need all
only
that.
need liner, but if I'm going to get all the rest, I might as well just buy it. And then
Right.
you get hooked on all of it.
Right, or maybe ones,
Yeah.
but now, I did need those. So it makes it a little bit easier in that way too, as like a customer, I feel like.
So, what would be an ideal special that somebody could run for the holidays?
Ooh, trying to think.
One.
I definitely would push for the Illuminate, like the Collagen X Illuminate. Just because the way we created that was to be like a 4-piece skincare regimen, so kind of like going off our skincare thing. So it's 4 pieces, And I think that would be like an ideal special, especially for those salons that have that like hybrid equipment, right? They've brought in all of those new pieces of equipment, and you know, that person's like really into skincare. I would say that's an ideal bundle, and it's like just super hydrating, super concentrated in skincare, where especially for those like maybe winter, colder months. I mean, we're in Florida, but other places where it gets a little bit
gets cold here.
And cold in Florida, and the weather in Florida is crazy. So it's going to be really hydrating. It's going to be really packed with skincare, where I feel like that's a perfect bundle, and they can use it at home as a skincare regimen and in the salon.
I love it.
So that'd be my special. That'd be what I pick.
What about you?
I know that whenever I worked in the salons previously, we always were running some kind of BOGO, particularly related to like the tan extenders, and then when the After Sun Refreshers first came in, we kind of bundled those together and did a little bit of like a BOGO moment. I think the really nice thing about that is, in turn, you even kind of have people where, whether they're using it for themselves or whether they're going to be gifting it, you kind of have the beauty of like, you know, buy X amount of dollars in face and body care from Devoted and get, you know, a free After Sun refresher, or even get a free collagenetics sample. Things like, I know that was something that was really popular. A lot of my friends and I that worked in the salon, we ended up dispersing those as gifts. All of our friends would be like coming into the salon,
Buy
like,
more.
yeah, they wouldn't even tan. They would literally come in just for their like daily body moisturizer.
Right.
So that's kind of the beauty of it, as well as making it accessible to more people. And then in turn, you know, those BOGOs running those different sales, the revenue is going to create itself in that way.
That's kind of why we created those too, so that you had that revenue. Anybody that walked into your salon, because I know there are a lot of salons out there that have incorporated different types of like retail items into their salon. So even if they're coming in there for a different retail item, we still want them to be able to look at, you know, the salon grade retail and that kind of stuff.
Well, and, you know, with so many people expanding into more wellness, you're getting more people through the door that aren't necessarily...
Right, it's a different type of customer, different type of foot traffic, so we want to be able to give them the opportunity to retail too.
And the tanning, they probably don't even know these products exist.
Right, exactly.
So it's a whole new world for them.
I would like love to like wake up and like be introduced to it again. Like I feel like that'd be like so fun in a way. Greatness.
Wait, I need that.
Yeah,
I
love
need
that.
In case anybody didn't know, Devoted is a sponsor, a very sponsor of our Heartland events this year. We have our UV Sunless and Wellness coming up this January 23rd and 4th here in Kansas City. And then everybody's favorite, MYB, Mind Your Business.
We were just talking about it.
Yes. That will be at Margaritaville this year.
I'm so excited.
I love Margaritaville.
I'm so excited for both. I love the way you guys like set up the shows and just like the flow and just, I mean, parties and all the interactions I feel like special too. And that's one thing I really appreciate about like, especially my salon, where we came to a different level.
Yeah. Because anywhere you bring your staff, you're getting them motivated, you're getting them trained for the year.
It's new product coming out.
Information, you know, sales trainings, things like that. And then MYB, it's like, okay, what worked? What didn't work? Where can we pivot? What can we change?
Yeah.
Where can we grow?
Yeah.
And, you know, I love that they're so different. And
they are. And it's all the same people. Like, you know, for the most part, it's a lot of like the same people that go, but it's so different. I love that. And I think my favorite part about Mind Your Business is, obviously, you know, we're so happy to like be a sponsor and we love being there, but I love how it's more salon owners at Mind Your Business, where of course, you know, we're giving presentations in January and I love obviously doing that, but I love that the salon owners can almost connect between themselves at level 2, where they can discuss business ideas and all of that kind of stuff, because you know, they're all helping one another be successful, and I think it's like a really like beautiful thing to like watch, right? Because yeah, they're all in the same business, but they all tackle different business in the same way, kind of.
It's amazing the transformations that come out of that, and the friends and the relationships that are built. And not just between, you know, us and customers and vendors and customers,
but between them.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they've got whole groups now that connect on a weekly basis. So,
I know.
I mean, it's amazing.
And it's like, I'm so glad we get to be a part of it, but I love watching them like collaborate with ideas and stuff. Of course, like they're all the business owners, where they, you know, see different things and have different customers and sell all different kinds of stuff and have different, and a lot of those people might have like 2 different salons, but they've collaborated on like one great idea where now they can all kind of incorporate it and make it their own. And I think it's one thing, even when I train, I'm like, obviously I'm going to get great ideas, but like take it, like make it your own, right?
Yeah.
Like use something differently than I sold in a salon. And like you saw different customers than I saw in a salon. The beauty of this industry is that, you know, we're all very similar, but we can all branch out and like make different connections. And
That's so sweet.
I love it from a distribution point of view is, you know, we find what next can we do? What
Right.
more can we do? How can we step up our game?
Uh-huh.
You know, and the honest conversations that go on, you
Yeah.
get that feedback.
right. Even like, I think that is like so amazing. Like, when they all have like their discussion in the morning at breakfast, I was like, oh my gosh, I was just sitting there, holy crap. Like, I like enjoyed watching it and just seeing them talk and connect. And even with like you guys as Heartland staff and just everybody kind of taking all of those ideas. And like, I think it's such an amazing thing to watch, especially just, you know, over a cup of coffee and breakfast. I was like, this is great.
Well, were you there last year? We had like a whole movement on
Yes.
the ASA. And,
Yeah. And I thought
Yeah.
it was amazing to watch because I know that that's been going a very long time. So
I was so moved.
Yeah.
It was just to see everybody
Yeah.
come together and
Mhm.
like want to support them and just
Yeah.
it was amazing.
no, I did think it was so great. And I think it's so much fun.
I'm excited. I know, like,
I'm like, it's so much fun.
Oh, I feel it's like
Yeah.
so heartwarming about it. So I'm excited to be there.
Yeah, and I feel like we get to really, like, even with, like, you guys on a different level, like, I feel like I've gotten really close to a lot of Heartland staff at that event just because, again, it's, like, show days are really, you know, it's a lot going and everybody's a part of that moving part, where at Mind Your Business, I feel like we all kind of, like, slow down and just, like, make, like, different kind of connections, which I think is special.
Or get chased by, you know, a couple hundred salon
I
owners.
literally was, me and Alex were literally being chased, and
It was so
Kristen and
funny.
Tammy were literally right there, and they were, like, laughing, and me and Alex, I was like, I broke out a sweat. I was like, jeez.
I have video proof. It's hilarious. They were
That's so
like
funny.
walking, and all of a sudden, there's mass of people like just chasing after them. But they're like, "Oh my gosh!"
Well, it was funny because we didn't know that was on there. It was like on the scavenger hunt. It was like find. It said something along the lines of like find a DC staff member. Well, Alex and I were, of course, were together, so we both got attacked.
That's so
And
funny.
we were like, why is everybody coming at us? And then I heard them scream it. I was like, look at
I
us.
remember them coming back, or we got a photo or video of it or something. And
Oh,
we
I think Tammy said Leo.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was like my like second week in the office, and this is like my first impression. I'm like, what's going on here? But then they come back and we're like laughing about it. It's so cute.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
love
Your
that.
mind like goes on with these
I know,
events.
it's like, oh my god, like a wild goose
Yeah,
chase.
it was. It was.
I love it.
Well, you guys, if you haven't experienced, make sure that you get registered now. We do have an event, so you can sign up now for both events, save some money, and be guaranteed a spot because MYB will sell out. I mean,
Oh.
there's no doubt about it, especially with the World Cup being here. Like, it is just
It's gonna be packed.
yeah. So get your tickets, get your event passes now, and be here in June.
Yeah, we want to see you guys there. I want to hang out. I want to meet some new.